All right, now there is a word from the Lord located in the book of Acts, chapter 12, verse 1 through 9. That's what today's message is going to be about as well. Blessing you on today. Amen. So he says, now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in the prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands, and the angel said unto him, Gird thyself, and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, Cast thy garment about thee, and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. Verse 5 says, Peter was kept in the prison, but the church was praying for him. Peter was in prison. Pastor Peter was in prison, but the church was praying for him. I want to talk from this thought, my thank you letter to Bethlehem. When I was a kid in elementary school, teacher pulled us all to the side, and not knowing our backgrounds, our current living conditions, she knew nothing about us. And she knew nothing of us other than she was our teacher and we were her students. And she asked this usual question that you ask to most children. She said, what do you want to do, or what do you want to be when you grow up? And the question in and of itself causes one to look at where they currently are and examine and verbalize where they want to be. And when you're a child, you're full of potential, you're pregnant with possibilities, you are resting on favor and nothing but life ahead. And she asked me what did I want to be, and a lot of my counterparts, my fellow students said, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a policeman. Some said, I want to be a doctor, and some said, I want to be an athlete. And I was the only idiot in the room that said, I want to be a preacher. And had I knew then what I know now, I probably would have said something completely different. But I said I want to be a preacher. And so my life continued to unfold as days began to turn into months and years, and I got older and dumber, and then older, and now older and wiser. I look back on that moment and discovered there's still nothing that I would rather be doing than being a preacher. And I remember when I was working in corporate America, I would say, Lord, I want to do ministry full time. It was my dream. I had plateaued in corporate America. I had an IT background. I went to school, had a great job, making great money, and I was not satisfied with my current situation. because I was not getting any fulfillment by working for Microsoft. Everyone else was just telling me how lucky I was to have landed such a great job, but I just could not find it. No matter how much they paid me, it did not have any kingdom credits to it. It did not have any significance to it, because God was not going to ask me how many servers I built when I get to heaven. He's not going to ask me how many technical solutions that I provide. And I said, Lord, I want to work for you full time. And I prayed for 2-3 years, Lord, find me a place where I can work for you full time. I did not ask God to pastor. I only asked God for full-time ministry work. And so then I find out about this incredibly great church who's looking for someone with like passions. And my dreams came true. From a baby, my dreams came true. In Bethlehem, let me be very clear to you and declare to you this morning, you are not just the church I serve. You are not just the church in the city. You're not just the greatest church in the world, but for Micah D. Johnson, you are my dream come true. And as I stand here 2 years after the very first inaugural moment I have served you as pastor, I look around and see all the fruit of my labor thus far, and you are still not just my dream come true, but you are my dreams coming true. You are everything I could ever have wanted. You are everything I could ever have imagined. And I get to say that when I get up in the morning, what I do for a living has significance on earth as well as in heaven. I get to say that for 40 plus hours a week, I get to do what most people don't like to do. I get to serve the body. And when I get to heaven, God is not going to ask me, was I certified in networking systems? He was not going to ask me, am I a certified engineer? But he's going to say, servant, well done. Because I have served you. And I thank God for you. I thank God for those who voted for me. I thank God for those who did not vote for me. I thank God for those who I have to watch and those who watch me. I thank God. Don't watch me, watch TV. But I thank God for those who have served me. I thank God for the calls who have called and said, Pastor, do you need anything? But I want you to take a break from serving me today and allow me to do for you what you have done for me the last 2 years, the last 24 months. Let me serve you. Let me tell you, thank you for how great you've been to me, because you are my dream come true. In this text today, we find Herod, this hell-bound ruler who serves as the king at the time, and he is threatened by Peter's ministry. Now, when you preach, I've learned in this preaching ministry, that in this pastoring ministry, that some people are thrilled by your ministry, but then there are other people who are threatened by your ministry. And I've learned in my 2 years of pastoring and 18 plus years of preaching the gospel that not everybody is going to be thrilled about your assignment. There are going to be some people who are threatened by your assignment. They are threatened by the anointing on your life. And I didn't do anything to deserve to be in such a great church. I didn't do anything to deserve to serve as your pastor, because the truth of the matter is, on my best day, I'm not worthy to lead you. But I thank God that although people are threatened by what God has given me, God saw fit to place me anyway. Herod thrived. Herod, this hell-bound ruler, he thrives on public opinion to slaughter the church. He didn't just want to slaughter church, but he wanted to slaughter the church officials. He went after the ordained leaders of the church. The text even implies and tells us that he killed John already. Am I right about it? It's in the text. He had already killed John, and you do know Peter, James, and John were of the trio of Jesus' inner circle. Jesus teaches us that you can have 12 people around you, but only 3 of you can truthfully trust. And it ain't always always the one that denies you. Sometimes you can trust the one that denies you over the one that betrays you. I'm preaching better, y'all listening now. And I've discovered that the higher you go up, the smaller your circle really has to be. Preach, Pastor Jay. I'm trying as hard as I can. I said, as long as you down here with everybody else and you just an associate minister and you just a regular preacher, then everybody is your friend. But the moment God elevates your path, the moment I get a raise, the moment I get moved up to pastor, the moment my preaching ministry starts to double, the moment my calendar starts to fill up, then all of a sudden my circle has to get smaller because everybody following you ain't chasing you. Everybody with you ain't necessarily for you. Preach, Pastor Jay. I'm trying as hard as I can. So Peter was Peter. It was just quite obvious that although John had been slain, the people wanted a better version of blood. They wanted Peter because Peter, you know Peter ain't just anybody. Peter is the one. He's the one. He was that thuggish, ruggish bone disciple. He was that that gangster, the paradise disciple. He was that disciple. Didn't take no foolishness. Didn't take no nonsense. Peter would cuss you out in front of Jesus. Peter would not only cuss you, but he would cut you. Yes, he will. You remember that man in the garden when they tried to arrest Jesus, and Peter pulled out his sword. He said, "Fool, where you going?" Peter was my Clifford. He didn't play no games. He was no nonsense. He just, he deal with you now and ask questions later. When he got time, figure out all I know is you touch my pastor, man. So Peter was that gangster disciple. He didn't play no games. He would cut you, and he wouldn't even ask Jesus, was it okay to cut him? He just cut him. And Jesus said, "God, Peter, put the border back on his face." Pick the man's ear up, put it back on his head, and said, "You live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword." Peter said, "My bad, you should have told me, man, because I'm gonna cut this fool, man." Peter was no nonsense, and Peter didn't play no games. Peter was the one who would put his foot in his mouth. It was Peter who, when they were set out on the sea, that Jesus was told them to go out, I'll meet you on the other side, but there was no bridge, there was no sidewalk, so he used the Sea of Galilee as a sidewalk. And when the disciples went out ahead of Jesus, they were on the boat, the storm came, and they were trying to figure out how they were going to weather this storm. And then Peter looked out and saw somebody walking on the water. He saw somebody walking on the very thing that was troubling them. He saw somebody walking on the very thing that was scaring them. And he said, I don't know what that is, that a ghost or what? And Jesus tells him, don't worry, don't be afraid, because it's me. And Peter was the only one of the 12 that said, well, you know what, I don't play like that. We're going to find out if it's you or not. Because any spirit can walk on the water, but only the Holy Spirit can give me permission to walk on the water. So he said, if it be your will, let me walk too. And so Peter did what the other 12, and I know the 12 was looking at me, fool, what's wrong with you? But sometimes you have to think outside the boat. And so he steps out of the boat and begins to walk on the water, and Jesus pulled him toward him, and when he took his eyes off of him, the Bible says he began to sink. Now when he usually when you on top of water, you don't begin to sink, you just sink. But thanks be to God that grace was gradual at that moment. And so it was Peter that did those things that did not make sense. It was Peter when Jesus issued a pop quiz, and he said, whom do men say that I am? And it was Peter that said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus tells him, you cheated, the Holy Ghost told you that. And so he said, but Peter, as sure as your name is Simon, I'm going to change your name to Peter, because Simon means shifty and Peter means rock. And he said, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Peter ain't ordinary. Peter is not ordinary, he is extraordinary. And so Herod said, if I take down Peter, then I got it. He said, if I get Peter, I got it. Can I tell you something? That when Satan wants to launch an attack on the pews, he aims at the pulpit. See, a lot of the daggers I get are because he's really coming after you. And he knows that if he catches me, if he removes me, then he can take you. But how many know I'm built for this? I can look at evil and keep on pushing because the devil is alive. Tell him to throw what? Tell him what else do we got? And so God wants to just, like Peter, he said, Peter was next because he was at the top, and Peter survived the toughest of times. He survived this moment not because his name was Peter, but he survived this moment because of the church. Because the text says that the church was praying for him. Now, some people are praying on you, and some people are praying for you. Because there's a difference between P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y. See, I learned that everybody praying ain't praying.
That's right. I know you're right. You're teaching that.
And so Peter says, I'm going to make it because the church was praying. Amen. Peter got through this test. He is arrested because of his assignment. He is put in jail because of his assignment. Now mind you, Peter ain't done nothing wrong. Peter ain't messed with nobody. He ain't bothered nobody. He was just doing what God calls him to do, and he is arrested not because of what he's done, but because of who he is. And isn't it funny? Have you ever felt like the devil was bothering you so much? Maybe it's because he is threatened by your anointing. I understand that in this life of ministry that the enemy is going to come for me, not because of me, but because of who I know and what I know. But I am so glad that the toughest of times I've endured, I had a church named Bethlehem that was praying for their pastor, keeping their leader lifted. And I've even got some Douglas Brothers bone members in here that'll tell you, keep your mouth off my pastor, and if you keep on, I'm going to have to catch these hands. I've heard some folks that say, no, you ain't going to come for my pastor. Now, you might do that over there at your church where y'all go, but you're going to have to keep your mouth off my man of God because this is my pastor. And I want you to know that I survived the toughest of times because you've been praying for me. I said, because you've been praying for me. And I don't know about you, but I need prayer. I need somebody praying for me. It's not my brother, not my sister, but it is me, oh Lord, that stands in the need of prayer. And the first thing I want you to understand is that your prayers fought for me. Look at verse 6. Look at verse 6. Verse 6 says, and when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prisoner. Text says Herod would have brought him to be killed, but God works the night shift. He didn't say, notice what the text did not say. The text says he would have taken Peter. See, a lot of us don't know when to shout over words like would have and could have and should have. Because when you look back over your life, you would have, and you should have, and you could have, but God. That's enough right there to make somebody take out running. When you could have, but God. Thanks be to God that He works the night shift. Because when I would have cussed you out, but God. day to attack you. He coming for you when it counts the most. You know why? He's paying for you when you least expect it. Because he know he know when we don't expect him to come, because we think the devil takes off on our holidays. And the devil only works Halloween. But can I suggest something to you? The enemy comes for you 365, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Because they went to war in the spirit for Peter, Peter did not have to fight in his flesh. Peter was unusually contained. Now you gotta understand, Peter was unusually contained, but he was unusually calm while he was contained. Because, I just got done telling y'all, Peter was gangster. Peter will cut you and cuss you. But in this text, look at what he's doing. Verse says, in verse 5, it says that he was asleep. Is that what your Bible says?
Yes,
the text says, in what is it? And Herod would have brought him forth the same night. Peter was sleeping. This gangster Peter, they done handcuffed him. They sent 16 soldiers. How do you know 16? Because I do math well. It says they sent 4 quadrants of 4 soldiers to guard him. And then they didn't just handcuff Peter, but they handcuffed Peter to 2 other soldiers, one on each side, and then they put guards on the outside of the doors. Peter didn't just go to jail. They unusually contained him. They didn't just detain him, they contained him. And so Peter, out of all these constraints and all this hell going on, he's on death row. He's due to be executed in 24 hours, in less than 24 hours, and Peter is sleeping. Which tells us that the text says he was asleep, and there was no need for a pillow, basically, because he was resting on the prayers of the church and the promise of the Father. What do you mean, Pastor? I'm so glad you asked. Peter is resting because in verse 5, the text says the church was praying for him. That's why I ain't got to stay up all night worrying about my enemies and my haters, because I got a praying church. I got a church that don't mind praying in the spirit. When they don't understand their pastor, they pray for their pastor. And I want to tell you, Bethlehem, thank you so much for every time you went down on your knees and said, Lord, bless my shepherd, bless my pastor, because I showed up needed. But he was also using God's promise as a pillar. What do you mean, Pastor? Well, in Matthew 16 and 18, 6 and 18, I believe, maybe 16 and 18, Jesus tells Peter, he says, Peter, upon this rock, that's you, Peter, I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. That's a promise he made to Peter, because it was Peter that launched the Christian movement. He's the first one to preach the gospel message under Christianity. And so he promises Peter that the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Jesus, being omniscient, all-knowing God, he knew that this attack would come. And so he wanted Peter to remember these words, and he told Peter, he said, the gates of hell will not prevail. It don't mean the gates of hell won't push. It just means they won't prevail. Because you do know the devil will push the gate, but he can't come in the gate. And he keep on knocking, but he can't come in. He can push the gate, but he can't get through the gate, because the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Peter had a promise. Peter had a promise. He found rest in his restraints. Everywhere he turned, there was a demon assigned to him. Which, why so much restraints passed on Peter? Because Peter had a history of breaking out. This ain't the first time Peter been in jail. Peter got a history of coming out. And when you get in trouble, you ought to think back over your life the same word, because you got a history of coming out stuff. That's why they Your prayers found me. Look at verse 7. Verse 7 says, the angel of the Lord came upon him. Verse 7 says, the angel came upon him. If we're not careful, we will read this text and assume that the angel came from heaven and got to the jail where Peter was. We will assume that the angel had to come from somewhere to be with Peter. Like God had to send an angel. But if my grandmama were here, she would say all night and all day, angels are watching over me. And in order for you to watch over me, you got to be with me. See, he uses the word came upon him, but he did not say come unto him. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. He said, and behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him. See, unto means I have to come from, but upon means I just got to come in. See, the angel didn't have to come from anywhere. The angel just had to go in. See, I ain't got to come from house to the church because I'm already at church. But if I want to come into you and sit with you, then I just sit on your seat. See, I can be in the same building, but just not be in your presence. And so the angel was already in the prison. He did not need authorization because everywhere the believer goes, an angel goes. You can't detain me without my angel's permission. That's why I have guardian angels. And so the angel shows up. The angel was already there. And then God shines this light. And when the church couldn't get to him, the angel could. Angels are God's manifested presence. It is God's physical presence. The angel did not free Peter. The prayers of the church freed Peter. The angel was dispatched because of the prayers. If you want your pastor free, start praying. The best thing you can do for me is pray for me. And I want to tell y'all thank you for praying for me. Well, I'm done. I'm going to get y'all out of here early so y'all can go eat. The Bible says that, I told you that your prayers fought for me. And your prayers found me. But not only that, but your prayers freed me. In verse 7 is where I see this. He says, and behold, the angel of the Lord came upon me, and the light shined in the prison. And then he smote Peter. He didn't tap Peter to wake him. He had to hit Peter to wake him.